Would I play summons in Akra? Probably not. Did I say it was weaker? Oh no, I meant that it was weaker in Crawl. I have not tried any summon related thing in Path of Akra. Um, because they're summons. I like to do the things where I blow things up instead of relying on summons. Man, that didn't go well. But I think it was my fault for going into a level with ravens and bears. The bears heal, and I didn't really have enough damage to push through their healing. And the ravens took 3 death balls to kill. Like, that was not gonna work. I think that it might also be a good idea to not get the Wheel of Death spell early. It doesn't feel like it does a lot. On the other hand, I do have incentive to get it right now because there's an Elixir of Youth. So I could just get it and go into a level with few enemies and just use Elixir of Youth into a bunch of Wheel of Deaths to clear the level like that. I'm gonna pick up the, or I'm probably gonna go there and yeah, I don't think I want to go here, though it doesn't look that difficult. And let's take a look at these. Fully open level. We don't really have the ability to do that just yet. I guess that we're going here. Before doing anything, however, okay, I'm landing in the experience and getting Wheel of Death, but after this level I'm gonna get the charges upgrade for that vault. You pick up Lightning Bolt 2 usually when you go Death Bolt. Why do you pick Lightning Bolt? Okay, maybe it's time to get Wheel of Death. Not bad. More damage to lightning spells with more undead skill. Yeah, I almost got that in the previous run. Perhaps I should have gotten it. Non-living units damaged by that will lose max HP equal to the damage dealt. That doesn't seem very useful. Does energy shield or stun shrines? Stacks with necrostatics if you go that way. This level has no monsters that I could turn into skeletons with Deathbolt, but it does have crazy consumables. I think that the large amount of consumables that the level has is enough for me to want to go here. Withering is good for challenge runs where everything has regen. But it only reduces the max HP of non-living, which already don't get revived by Deadbolt. Sorcery Circle or Crazy Consumables. I'll go for the Crazy Consumables. Okay, I have been convinced. I could just land here and perhaps just use it immediately, and that would kinda do the level for me. I like the idea of having the level be done for me. It only summoned 4. I think that I could have positioned myself better to do more than 4. Oh, ran out of charges of Deathbolt. I guess I'll take a little bit of damage. And by a little bit of damage, I mean a good chunk of damage. Oh. Okay. The 4 dragons didn't solo the level. That was pretty lame. To be fair, I did get the worst dragons, the lightning dragons. Yeah, damage to Wizard 10, Void Bomber 10, 12 Void Bomber 10 Storm Drake. Pretty lame. I guess I have to go here. Getting this run going is pretty expensive. I gotta hold on to this Elixir of Youth. If I use it when I have Death Roulette, like, that's gonna be pretty funny. It's gonna be like a free level. But until then, things are gonna be pretty painful. I guess I could technically get the upgrade for damage on Deathbolt here. How much does it actually give? 12. It's 21 damage. It does kill the centaurs in 1 attack, kills the blizzard beasts in 2. I like it. I'll do it. I feel like I have to do it, unfortunately. I used 3 Wheels of Death, killed 3 Mind Maggots, very underwhelming. No gates hit this time. At least these skellies have a good chunk of HP. So they actually were able to tank just enough for me to clear the level without a lot of pain, which I appreciate. Might want to consider getting Roulette Online ASAP. Increase the damage done and allows you to wipe levels at the cost of charges, then Soul Harvest will help the sustain, but right now more damage seems to be the key to survival. I agree, yeah. I think that, well, Dark Shrine next, Dark Circle rather, would have been great, but there's no such thing. I think that Deathbolt was the more damage that I needed. With the Deathbolt damage, I think that might be the key, no joke. It will be enough until I get Death Roulette, and then Death Roulette does like levels for me, and then we get Soul Harvest, and then Death Roulette, Soul Harvest, like just mash Wheel of Death until everything is dead. Until we start seeing monsters that are completely immune to Dark, though. At which point, things are gonna get pretty sad. I think that when I start seeing things that are immune to Dark, we need to get Twilight Gaze. Oh, I'm missing Line of Sight, so yeah, Twilight Gaze plus open level. This, like, the ceiling for the build seems good, but the floor, I don't know. power level floor for the build seems pretty awful because it requires a lot of things to be truly crazy and like a lot of investment into experience to be truly crazy, and then even then it is not that powerful versus some things that you would see later on when you would actually have the experience to make it truly crazy. Earthquake spell, it doesn't do that much, the earthquake spell. I remember thinking about it, but the earthquake spell, like 7 tile radius, which is kinda whack. If it hit like the whole screen, like the earthquake orb, it would be significantly more powerful. You can spend 3 experience for 2 radius, so it's radius 9. I don't like it. It doesn't seem that crazy. I don't like the earthquake spell. Yeah, it just doesn't seem like the best spell for making open spaces. You know what the best spell for making open spaces is? It is, in my opinion, from the spells that I have tried before. What is this thing called? Flame Burst with Melting Flame. So that's pretty expensive. And if I was going to use Flame Burst, I would just do a Flame Burst run because that's really strong. But we're not using that. I guess that I have to go there, but let's see the other ones. That seems good. I like this. This seems easy, and I need easy. So I think that I'm gonna go there. Yeah, I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go there for sure. Mana potion. Now we go there. Unfortunately, the slimes are not living, so they do not make a dude with Death Bolt. I think I probably didn't spawn in the right spot. Okay, running out of charges would be kinda bad. But we're doing okay in that regard, I think. Oh, you know what? This is the time to use Wheel of Death. Okay, perfect. I'm glad that I remembered. So, Wheel of Death has actually come up a good amount for killing gates and reducing the amount of attrition that I have to go through. I like it. Teleport, Earl's Burning charges. Yeah, I ended up wasting a lot of charges, but I did get the charges upgrade. And next, like the moment that I enter the next level, I'll have roulette, so I can just use Elixir of Youth, Wheel of Death, and kill everything. And that is the start of the progress towards Soul Harvest. And then when I have Wheel of Death and Soul Harvest, I can clear everything until I start seeing levels full of monsters that are immune to dark, dark resistant. As long as they're not immune to dark, I can definitely deal with them. Would have been nice if there had been some experience here, but all 3 experience orbs are very exposed, and I don't want to be very exposed. Death Chill Chimera, 75% resistance to dark. Still not enough to not get one shot by Wheel of Death, so this could be done. I could start here, kill these 2 spiders so that they don't poison me, and then do the thing with Wheel of Death. That clears the level. Okay, that level is doable. It doesn't have anything though. I would rather go to this one. Hopefully this one is nice and benevolent, and it doesn't seem nice and benevolent. Yeah. I could do it with Stopwatch. Is it worth it to use a Stopwatch here? For like a Stopwatch, land here and then do my stuff with Wheel of Death, because this guy hits pretty hard and these guys will pull me and hit pretty hard. So I cannot really do it in any other way. Or can I? Can I just start here and then walk over here and do my thing? These guys are not immune. I could try that. How much range do they have? Maybe I could try to do it. If I'm going to spend items, might as well do it in the Gold School level. There's a Gold School shrine, right? Yeah, Holy or Dark Spell with casting the last charge of this spell, summon a Gold School near the target. That on Wheel of Death sounds okay. But yeah, you're absolutely correct. Like, if I'm going to spend resources, might as well do it on a really good shrine. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna land here, use a stopwatch, and then just kill everything. That was pretty fun. Roulette times 25, 9? Oh, I didn't know that it kept stacking up. Cool. Man, roulette times 25. Okay. I thought that it would just be it hits 1, then hits 2, then hits 3, but apparently it is way stronger than that. Okay. Yeah, it's 1 per kill. Alright, that was a good use of Elixir of Youth. Elixir of Youth is the kind of item that sounds like super strong and crazy, but in practical or in practice it is not that great. Except that this time it was that great. Enhances a spell with 50% cascade range number targets. That doesn't do anything for me. It does have a stopwatch, which sounds kind of interesting. This level also has a stopwatch. I have 3 mana potions. I could get carried by mana potions into into Soul Harvest. Yeah, but what I mean by that is like going to the level, maybe use a stopwatch. I don't really need stopwatch for this level. I can just spawn here and then just Wheel of Death, mana potion, and then Wheel of Death until everything is dead, and then do it again next level, and then I have Soul Harvest. Sorcery Circles discounts my spells, right? Yes, it does. Soul Harvest is not sorcery, is it? Anyway, I wouldn't be able to get it. Yeah, it's not sorcery, it's dark. Only dark, right? Only dark. I wouldn't be able to get it. Okay, let's do exactly that I mentioned earlier. Wheel of Death, mana potion, Wheel of Death, Wheel of Death, Wheel of Death, Wheel of Death, Wheel of Death. Okay. I ran out of Wheel of Death. These are permanent. Man, so I just have to sit here and wait for this gnome to come to its death. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Jeez. They're kinda strong, the Golden Skulls. I could get the charges on Wheel of Death if that's what you're talking about. The charges would make me go to 1, then I go to 4. I don't think it's good enough. I need to get Soul Harvest by next level, because I have 2 mana potions. I think that 1 mana potion might be enough to clear the next level. But then after that I do need Soul Harvest. Yeah, Soul Harvest is better. These are of resistant, very resistant. Resistant. Nothing is immune here, so I could do this. I would, however, like to go to a level with mana potions. I was only considering because the bag of spikes. This level does, however, have a bag of spikes and a mana potion, so maybe I go here. But it is so open and scary. Okay, what's the other alternative? This level doesn't even have anything. What a scam. So doing the close level with no mana potions, but a lot of consumables that would be easy and not dangerous to do, Yeah, it would legit be easy and not dangerous to do, right? Like I just start here and then I just do my thing and everything dies. Or I go here to the more dangerous level, open level. I think that I'm just gonna do it like this. I might even use a little bit of Deadbolt to kill these two guys. Wheels limit is charges. I gotta get mana potions. Yeah, but after this level, we're gonna get Soul Harvest, and I hopefully Soul Harvest will get the job done when it comes to keeping my charges of Wheel of Death up. After that, I think that I don't have to worry about like charges or mana for a while until I start seeing monsters that are immune to dark. I still have no plan for the monsters that are immune to dark. Do you guys have any ideas? Oh no, that sucks. But it is a symmetrical effect. It affects everything, so it was okay. Alrighty. I kinda want to Chaos Bell here. That might greatly reduce the amount of enemies that I have to deal with. Yeah, unfortunately the Hellhounds are immune to themselves or highly resistant to themselves. Yeah, they're not dealing a lot of damage to themselves, like between themselves. Okay, Wheel of Death. Alrighty. That killed 15 monsters, and now there's only 1 or 2 guys left, and I have a Golden Skull, so I'm just gonna wait for the Golden Skull to kill the thing. Alright. That went okay. I took a bunch of damage, but that went okay. Now we have a bunch of consumables, and we also have Soul Harvest. Twilight Gaze. Yeah, I guess Twilight Gaze will have to be my way of killing things, and go to open levels. Twilight Gaze and go to open levels. Okay, let's get Soul Harvest. And theoretically, this is where the run starts to get really crazy. Wow, I had a Dark Silker here? I should have waited just a teeny tiny bit. I should have waited. It's not that much of an issue. Do I still want to... I still do want to do stuff with that, right? At the very least, the charges upgrade for Wheel of Death, maybe. There's also Twilight Gaze that I want. I can get that. No, I cannot get that. It's too expensive. Shrines, but that requires luck. Yep. Underworld Passage. Teleport to any tile adjacent to a chasm. Can only be cast while adjacent to a chasm. I don't know about this spell. This spell doesn't seem that strong to me. To begin with, not all levels have chasms. Soul Swap. Soul Swap. Swap places with a friendly undead unit. If I want mobility, that's a good way to get mobility. Force transfer, what does that do? Can target enemy undead units as well. That sounds usable. Not great, but usable. So Soul Harvest says that when the enemy unit dies, each of your dark spells has a 10% chance of gaining a charge. This chance is triple if the unit dies to dark damage. What if I go into the next level, and I use that dice instantly? Because that has a good chance to give me charges on Wheel of Death, and then I can just use Wheel of Death to get more charges of Wheel of Death. I'm gonna try that. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, let's go. It's happening. It's definitely happening. Oh no, it's immune to dark. Oh, the sadness, like profound sadness. Things were finally going my way, and then I go into a level that has monsters that are immune to dark. At least it's kind of working. But I am okay. Yeah, the only monsters left in the level are the Fiery Tormentors, so the bags of spikes better get the job done. Everything was turning up Millhouse. Thematic but Blink is still better. Yeah. Okay, that wasn't bad. I got back all my charges of Wheel of Death. And now I could even get the charges upgrade for Wheel of Death. I'll get it. Yeah, I'll get it. Let's see. What does Dark Lord do? 3 charges, 6 minion damage, 6 damage. We don't care about the damage with these. We want the charges. What about Arch Sorcerer? 2 charges, 7 damage to range. We don't care about the range. It just hits the entirety of the level. So I guess the Dark Lord is better, but not by a lot. Like certainly not better enough for me to want to actually get it. I don't know. This run doesn't seem so crazy. Okay, lots of Gotias. They're not immune, so I can. Oh no! Wow, the Ghostly one is not immune. You would think that undead monsters are all immune, but I guess they aren't. Okay, I guess that I can just sit here and clear this level. Both of the skills feel like win more. The Holy, or like the Sorcerer, the Arch skills, you mean? I don't know if they're that win more. At least, maybe in this build they are, but like in general they aren't. This is pretty funny. This is pretty funny indeed. Look at that. Damage to enemies, 1128 Wheel of Death, 8 Death Explosion. Man, and if I was to cast it again, I would kill 39 monsters. It's pretty snowbally. Arch Sorcerer and Dark Lord in this build doesn't really help you because you're already doing so much damage, and with Soul Harvest you don't need charges anymore. Yeah, I guess that I need something to get past this. Like once Dark stops being incredible, pretty much. Well, let's see how much, how many orbs I have. Oh, Bone Splinter Shrine, the one that kills you. That is Winmore. Same thing. Nope. Oh well, I guess I should check the levels. Or do I want anything from these? No, I still don't have enough to get Twilight Gaze. Yeah, it's unfortunately level 6. Probably a bit too expensive for what it is. If it applied it to everything in the level, I think it would be very strong. Splinter Shrine on Deathbolt. Splinter Shrine. Do I have Splinter Shrine? Splinter Shrine. This one? Is it really? I mean, I guess I kind of understand why you say it. Because if you use this, you obviously, like if you put this on Deadbolt, you obviously want to use Deadbolt to deal the killing blow to things that have a ton of HP, right? Soul Battery is a trap, too costly to rush. Getting it late makes it hard to find stuff to charge it up with. Yeah, I don't think, or Soul Battery is a thing that you get early. Getting it early is very difficult. It's not that much of a trap. You can get it going. You can have Deadbolt deal a ton of damage. Someone earlier said that they got Deadbolt to 300 plus. I have gotten it to 200 plus, I'm pretty sure. But the thing is that even with all that damage, it feels bad that the late game is full of fiends and monsters that are completely immune to dark. So like you have all that damage, but all that damage means nothing because you are not really able to use it. How does that work? Do you get the skeleton and then splinter? Skeletons that kill also splinters? Oh! Let's see. When this spell kills, it doesn't say a spell or a minion it summons. I think it's only spell. I don't want to go there anyway, because the giant floating skull is for sure immune to dark. Yep, we don't want to see dark immune monsters. We don't want to see dark immune monsters. Nope. This seems doable just because there's no dark immune monsters. This also is doable, but it's an open level, so I'd rather not go there. So I guess that our winner is this level. And I could start here, secluded from the vast majority of the level, or here, but here might be difficult because I have no certainty that I'm gonna be killing that thing first. Maybe here. Yeah, maybe here. Here seems nice, actually. Is a challenge run of some kind? No, I'm just using Wheel of Death with Soul Harvest. You're about to see what I'm gonna do with Wheel of Death Soul Harvest. It took a while to get to this point, but now that we're in this point, I can do this. Yeah, now the next cast will kill 7 monsters. The next cast will kill 15. Next cast will kill 29. Next cast will kill 54. Next cast will kill 83. Next cast will kill 84. Oh, these guys have shields. Oh, that's cheating. And there we go. Yep, and I didn't lose any charges, or well, I lost 1 charge because of Soul Harvest. So expensive, but really, really powerful. I can just press the button and things die. Until I start seeing monsters that are immune to dark. At which point, I'm going to run into trouble. But we're not there yet, so I don't have to worry about it. That will be a problem for me in about half an hour. Yep. The way to go at it is to take care not to hit, not to go to levels that have monsters that are immune to dark. Like for example, this level is a no-go because Dark Tormentor. Maybe the Ghostly Masses are not immune to dark. Yeah, they're only resistant. Doesn't make sense to me, in my opinion. They should be immune, but works in my favor, I suppose. I'm going to go here because I value the HP a bit more than the consumable in the next level. And so we're doing the same thing again. I think that the best spot to start on is probably this one. Can you bat something at me? You can't, because you cannot see that tile, because it's not a ranged problem. I actually don't know if I like this level that much. Maybe I could start here. This seems like the safest spot from Cyclopes. That should probably give me enough time to kill everything that I need to kill. Maybe I could kill the Purple Hand on my own. It pots healing for 75 here before is nice. I agree, I can use it. Okay, we have 7 orbs, so after, like, I am stacking up orbs because I really don't know what to do now. And like, clearly I don't need any more upgrades to make what I'm doing really strong. Like, we have peaked when it comes to dark. I think that any further investments on experience will not go towards dark. They will go towards whatever I need to do in order to not die later on. Oh, and Twilight Gaze probably. And Mystic Memory. I don't... Mystic Memory is not good right now, because my spells already recharge themselves just by using them. So like, I'm not gonna need mana potions either, because this recharges this and this recharges this. So like, I'm never running out of Wheel of Death charges. But later on, maybe I'll need Mystic Memory later on. For now, it's really not an issue. Movement never bad. Oh yeah, we can get Blink. Gaze and a mobility spell. We'll get those. I can afford to wait. I don't need to get any of those right now, but later. Alrighty, Wheel of Death. Oh, well, I guess we can Wheel of Death, and then Wheel of Death. And then this guy will flick me, randomly teleport the target up to 5 tiles away. A stopwatch. Oh! You know what I'm gonna get? You know what I'm gonna get? Who needs a stopwatch? I can get Word of Chaos, and Word of Chaos is really good right now, right? Yeah, Word of Chaos. That's a spell worth getting. And so the level is gone. Okay, now that I have Word of Chaos, I don't think that I'll need mobility in a very long time. Claw Shrine, but it's only for summons, right? Yeah, pretty boring. Fire Lich is in Duergar Dark Priest. I think that I have seen these before. I have a list of things that I haven't killed yet. Okay, no. I have already killed Duergar Dark Priests before, so I don't even have any incentive to go there. This is doable with Word of Chaos. If I'm gonna be doing that, I should maybe get the word skill that recharges. Whenever you finish a level, gain a charge of each of your word spells. Yeah, maybe I should get this for Word of Chaos. If I think about it, like, this lets me go infinite. If I get this, I don't have to use mana until Wheel of Death stops being good. Which, yeah, will be a lot of mana potions for later on. I don't know if it's worth it, the 5 mana investment, but maybe. It only recharges your dark spells, right? Yeah, it only recharges your dark spells. Kind of a shame. Okay, when it comes to this level, the Cyclopes make it awkward, but I could start here. It's fine, I just take a little bit of damage and then things die. No biggie, I guess that's exactly what we're gonna do. Okay, let's see how much damage I take. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, half my HP, not bad. Well worth it. Damage to enemies 3,928. Wheel of Death. This Wheel of Death run is pretty funny. You clear levels so quickly. Mystic Memory can also recharge word spells, right? Yes, it can. But Mystic Memory costs more, and I only need to cast Word of Chaos once. Clearly, I only need 5 turns to get going with Wheel of Death. So I don't need more than that. That's why I was not thinking about Mystic Memory that much. Elixir of Youth. At this point, it's not that important anymore. Arcane Circle for mobility. But are these guys immune to Dark? Okay, they're not. They're highly resistant, but highly resistant means nothing. Kind of awkward that there's Void Watchers. I think that if I'm going to go into this level, I should use a mana potion or a healing potion beforehand so that I don't get destroyed by the Void Watchers. There's only 2. No, there's 3. I always miss them in my first analysis. It would be nice if it told you how many of which enemy there are in this window, like in this preview. That's something else that I would really like to see on Rift Wizard 2. Just add that to the list of things that I would like to see on Rift Wizard 2. Yep, I'm gonna do it exactly the way I said. We go in, we use Wheel of Death, and things die. And there we go. Okay, good idea to use a mana healing potion. Damage to Wizard, 35 Void Watcher, 18 for Idol of Fiery Vengeance, 6 Bloodhound, 2 Night Hag. Not terrible. And we have earned mobility now. What am I getting? Blink or Teleport? Blink is good because there's more charges, but Teleport has more range. And so it theoretically lets you move farther with less actions. Let's see. It's gonna be Arcane. Teleport, 15 range, 1 charge, 6 charges, 5 range. And getting the range upgrade costs 2, charges cost 3. Charges gives 2 charges. Blink on the other hand, 3 range, 5 charges for 2 mana. Yeah, you want to use this spell to kite between wheeling. I agree. We're going to teleport. Fortunately, I have a ton of experience, so I can actually afford to upgrade it with charges. Perhaps range as well. Yeah, it's so cheap. Let's just get the range. Okay, so now it has 23 range, 3 charges. Okay, maybe also worth it to get Mystic Memory, but I already don't have experience for that. It would have been nice to have it, since it's Arcane as well, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, Mystic Memory with Teleport makes sense. I haven't used a mana potion in a while. Red Star Shrine, we don't want that, but maybe we want to go to that level. This level, Butterfly Demons are immune to dark, right? Yep, disqualified. Nothing in this level is immune to dark, so I could also do this level. I could start here and just blast everything and everyone. It seems doable. Okay, the deciding factor is the consumables, 2 mana potions, or 2 mana potions. I guess I haven't seen this level. It's kind of open. I think I like the other level better. I think I like this level better. The Dark Star makes Dark reveal as holy. Fire or Arcane? Yeah. To Arcane, Dark or Fire units as holy damage. It's weird that it only enhances Fire or Arcane. I think that's intentional from the developer of Rift Wizard. I think that the design philosophy of Dark is that Dark has crazy damage, but it's crazy damage that's not gonna be very good in the last 5 levels of the game that are like full of fiends. And like we're gonna make it almost impossible for the player to make it good for those 5 levels. That's certainly what it feels like. Okay, we're gonna start here. Alrighty. Time for wheeling. I'm wheeling here. Alrighty. Sweet. I think it's really funny that it in my next cast I would have killed 115 monsters. Like, look at that, I'm still being buffed. The animation for buffing shouldn't play individually. Okay, it's finally over. But did you see that? Like, it took forever. That was so funny. Okay, it took a little bit of poison damage. We don't mind. We really do not mind that much. Another Gold Skull Shrine. Should I get that on Deadbolt? I guess, what else am I going to get it on? Not that I have cast Deadbolt in a while, anyway. I have 5 orbs, so now I could get Last Word. I'll get Last Word. I'll get Last Word. I'll get Last Word. Okay, it's done. It's done. I think that the next thing that I should get is Twilight Gaze. Like, I should start to be worried about my complete inability to hurt dark monsters, or the monsters that are immune to dark. I think that maybe I start here. Yeah, we can probably start here and things would be okay. You never get to the point where you use the last charge anymore, so skulls are moot. Yeah, pretty much. It's just a placeholder for other shrines later. A Disintegration Shrine would be so incredibly busted with Wheel of Death right now. It will allow me to kill things that are immune to dark in levels that have a bunch of things that are not immune to dark and a few things that are. So I am looking forward to seeing that in the future, I suppose. It would be nice if the game did the scythe to give me some of that. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I have Ether Dagger, but the issue here is that the Bone Shamblers will not have the immunity, or like will not have the resistance stripped away from them. That sucks. Well, I guess I have a bag of spikes. But yeah, this would be a good time to... Does the Disintegration Shrine count dark damage that is resisted? I actually don't know, but I would suspect that it doesn't. Okay, just positioning so that I can summon as many spikes as possible. Okay, what is it? 8 spikes versus 4 towering Bone Shamblers. Mortal Kombat. So far it seems that the Bone Shamblers are winning. They're working as a team. Oh yeah, that's not good. That's pretty bad. Teleporting onto an SP and grabbing Fireball or something. Yeah, I guess that's what I'm gonna have to do. Grabbing Fireball or something. Oh man, I could also teleport into 2 orbs and grab a Holy Spell instead of Fireball or something. If you think about it, it makes sense too, because Holy is gonna be a good way to kill the things that are not killed by Wheel of Death, like demons and stuff. Teleport to the portal and get out? I have a key? I don't have a key. Yeah, the portals are locked until you beat everything. And since I don't have a key, I cannot do that. Yeah, I think that I'm gonna get either Fireball or let's see what I can get for Holy. Heavenly Blast. Man, it deals awful damage. Holy Fire. 22 fire damage, 22 holy damage. And yeah, we still don't have enough experience for Twilight Gaze. Twilight Gaze would be so useful here. You wish there was a way to dump your current build? You'd love to get some advice? It would be pretty useful. Like, the closest thing that you can do is take a screenshot of this. I guess that's what you can do in Rift Wizard. This is the closest thing to a dump. Selling spells or forgetting to get some SP back will be nice in Rift Wizard too. Yeah, because there's some things that scale poorly into the later parts of the game, so committing to them kinda sucks, as we have already seen. Okay, so I want us to get a holy spell, but if I'm gonna get a holy spell, it might as well be a good holy spell. I don't think that I care too much about getting a low-level holy spell. Okay, I'm gonna grab the other experience, and I'm gonna get Holy Fire. We're gonna get Holy Fire. Yeah, Holy Fire. Because that's really the best way to go at this, I suppose. It only has 7 charges. But if I line it up right, it probably kills everything, right? I'm gonna use a teleporter, because I feel like using a teleporter is cheaper than using a mana potion, because probably gonna have to use a couple of mana potions for dealing with these guys, if I'm gonna do it with Holy Fire. But Splinters. You were thinking of Holy Fire. Okay, now you feel smart. But Splinters. Yeah, but Holy Fire deals damage in a nice area of effect. It's not unlike Fireball, except that it deals way more damage. So deals the damage faster. It also has less charges, but it deals the damage faster. So good as a just for emergencies holy spell, since it has perks against demons and undead. And these are indeed demons and or undead. Okay, stun each enemy in the affected area. The stun is pretty useful, now that I think about it. Lets you wait for them to position themselves just right so that you can hit the largest amount of dudes. Pretty nice. Okay, I'm starting to get surrounded. But I'm gonna use another mana potion in a bit, so it's fine. Okay. Mana potion so I can get out of here. Teleport. Word of Chaos deals damage to enemy constructs. Okay, so not these guys. It's a good thing that I have a lot of resources. This is funny because like I can kill everything else literally for free, but these guys are gonna require me to invest some resources into killing them. Really, really funny. Careful with my HP, I'm at 29. These guys hit for 1, so it's not that bad, but yeah, I still should try to not hit myself with Holy Fire and stuff. I also have been thinking about Earthquake Orb. And this feels not so great. Such are the perils of trying to use dark magic in this game. Shamblers suck. They're pretty... I don't think they suck. I don't think that they're like an unfair or like lame enemy or bad or anything. Because Prince of Ruin hard counters them. And I like to get Prince of Ruin a lot. But it just goes to show how bad it is if you don't have a spell that counters the Shamblers. Yep. In this case, it's not so much that they are that they're really annoying to deal with. It's more like they split, right? So like it's requiring me to use a lot of resources to deal with them. There's gotta be a high level spell that does this better. Deal 25 lightning damage to demon and undead units. Yeah, Word of Beauty, but like of course a bit too expensive for what I have right now. Do you remember that these were 4 Bone Shamblers? Like 4 128 HP Bone Shamblers before? I should have maybe gotten Fireball after all. I thought that Holy Fire was gonna be better, but Fireball would be killing so many of these. It's just that for the big ones it would have taken me way longer with Fireball. Okay, this is getting kind of annoying, I'm not gonna lie. Let's use an Earthquake Orb. Okay, that killed a reasonable chunk of them. Man, I wish Earthquake spell did this. It should be higher level, but it should have this effect. Because this effect is very important to have for the player, I think. I think that it could even have a low amount of charges, so that players do not just abuse it without engaging in like heavy mana cost or so. Using enough lots of little Bone Shamblers is more dangerous for you than 4 big ones. That is absolutely correct. It wouldn't be the case if I had gotten Fireball, but if I had gotten Fireball it would be the other way around. The big ones would be more dangerous than the small ones. Wow, like the 8 HP ones can split into 4 HP ones. This is pretty awful. I should have gotten maybe Lightning Bolt as well. Lightning Bolt could have also been good. Spells that hit Chain Lightning. Chain Lightning could have also been okay. But I'm thinking about spells that I could use after I've killed the big ones. Holy Fire did do a good job of killing the big ones. So yeah, no complaints on that regard. I think we're almost done. Kind of feels like we're almost done. How many mana potions have I used? All those mana potions that I've been saving, I'm gonna be using them right now. I almost killed myself there. Gonna use a healing potion to avoid that kind of thing from happening. I'm gonna position myself here because this means that only 2 monsters can hit me. I think it's also very important to maximize the amount of dudes that are getting hit by my casts of Holy Fire. Two radius. I suspect that would be a pretty good thing to have in situations like this. Energy Bolt or Judgment Bolt are expensive, but slaps these things around. You know what does? Word of Chaos. Or Prince of Ruin, sorry. Prince of Ruin destroys Bone Shamblers. I didn't get it. I always get it, but I didn't get it this time because I was only dealing dark damage and Prince of Ruin does not work with dark damage. Anyway, I am down to 2 potions of mana. If I run out of mana, I'm dead. Okay, we're done. Oof. Oh, we're not done. We still have one more to go. Like, the last one, just out of sheer spite, had 8 HP. Man. Well, it's over. That was painful. I sure wish that I hadn't experienced that. Look at that. 90 damage. 90 damage just from those things. Spell casts Holy Fire 40. Oh man, the pains of accidentally going into a level that has monsters that are immune to dark in this build. I think that that's a very good incentive to not do this kind of build. Because it feels bad. That feels pretty bad. Oh, Disintegration Shrine, it finally happened. Sure thing. I do like my Disintegration Shrines. We are going here. Like, it's very easy. Just land here, Word of Chaos, and then I just kill everything. Yeah, like, the difference is like night and day. It's kind of insane. Holy Fire did over 2k damage. This level has monsters that are immune to dark. We're not going there. This level has monsters that are highly resistant to the dark. But unfortunately for those monsters, highly resistant means nothing when I have unlimited spellcasts. I think that this level is safe. Yeah, lucky me that Realm 17 is safe. Anyway, let's do that. We love that. And again, and... So broken. 483 Disintegration Attunement. Not bad. Yep. After that Bone Shambler level, we resumed the normal activities for this character. Twilight Gaze, we need that. Let's see, what upgrades does it have? Duration? No. Is that a thing that matters? No, it doesn't. It lasts 10 turns. Wait a second. It's not a debuff that you apply to the enemies. It's a debuff that... It's a buff that you apply to yourself, and then by looking at the enemies, you debuff them. That's so weird. Best fire skills? Oh, it's very difficult. All of them are really good, but I would begin with Fire Lord. No, not that. No, the one that you should get first is Fiery Judgment, because this lets you kill so many things. Starfire is important to get. Fire Lord is important, and depending on what you're doing, the other ones are also really good. Like for example, Searing Heat is pretty busted if you're doing a melt only run. But I wouldn't really think of it as that good if you're doing Flame Burst, for example. Yeah, do get Fiery Judgment. First one to get. Then Starfire, Fire Lord as well. Getting Fiery Judgment also lets you get Holy skills. I like to get Chastisement, specifically, because Chastisement stuns things when they take Holy damage. You do have Melt and it's quite strong, but are you doing a Melt only run? Because like specifically Searing Flame is good when like you're spamming Melt nonstop. Maxed out with Frostfire attunement. Melt doesn't work on 100% resistant enemies, but you still redeal the damage. So like it's a fire spell. You can cast fireballs on monsters that are immune to fire and we will still kill them because their fire redeals are silly. You got Fireball with Berserk Attunement, Shrapnel, and Seraphim. Oh. Yeah, you got some pretty good stuff. Anyway, let's go to the next level. Or, yeah, the Resistance debuff. Twilight Gaze gains 50 Resistance debuff? What is that? Does it just make them like lose all their resistance? I don't think that matters that much. Yeah, okay. It's a weird way to word it. I think that what it should say is that it just like makes them... removes all their resistance that they may have. Oh, this level has Bone Shamblers. Nope. And this level has a Fire Leech, so also nope. This is the level, but I have a Word of Chaos, so I guess we just land here and Word of Chaos and we just do the same thing that we have been doing. I killed some stuff with Word of Chaos. Each enemy construct loses all physical resists and takes 45 physical. Nice. It deals 45 lightning damage to all fire enemies. I guess the frogs got absolutely dunked on there. Man, this is so busted. I've learned my lesson, yep. That's an error that you only make once. Reaper? Nope. Oh, wait. I have Twilight Gaze. Maybe Reaper, yes. It's kind of risky because of the Storm Knights. I guess I can Word of Chaos. Okay, yeah, I have everything. Okay, I think that I have everything that I need to win this game. I'm gonna go there, most likely. Bone Shambler Megalith. It's probably not gonna be a thing. Yeah, it's not gonna be a thing. Okay, Word of Chaos. Twilight Gaze. Wheel of Death. Ouch! I got frozen a bit by the Storm Knight. This is only one of two enemies that could have done that to me. Kinda rough. I'm gonna heal myself. One more. Wait a second. Oh, I lost the Twilight Gaze. Okay, let's do it again. Okay. Gaze would have solved Shamblers. Yes, it would have solved Shamblers. I did say it when I got the Shamblers, but I didn't have enough experience to get that. If I had, I would have used it. It's a pretty weird spell, that one. More Shamblers. This feels like an unsafe level to go to, but it could be doable with what I have. Let's see my alternatives. Definitely not. And Fiends, but open level, but Fiends. Anodine, Jykes, and Minos, but open level. Man, giant soul jars too. That sounds annoying. Cannot die? Yeah, I should probably not go to that level because of the giant soul jars. If it was not for the giant soul jars, I would think about it. This is a no. I guess we're going here. Okay. First of all, Twilight Gaze before going in. And then we go in a spot where we can see everything. Not that it matters, because this thing will blink me. Yeah, a 50% chance to teleport each other in a unit up to 4 squares away each turn. Extremely annoying. I guess we land here, Word of Chaos, and then we Wheel of Death. What happened with my Twilight Gaze? Twilight. Wait a second, it's not a buff that applies to me. It's a debuff that applies to everything that I can see. Okay, man, it's so weird. It is worded as if it was a buff that applies to me, but it is a debuff that applies to everything that I can see. Also, I'm not getting the buffs from Wheel of Death. I don't know what's going on. I'm not getting the buffs from Wheel of Death because nothing is dying? Is that what's happening? Oh no. I'm gonna use a stopwatch next turn. Okay, how come I'm actually killing things now? Man. It's working. It's kinda working. It's kinda working. Yeah, the new ones don't have it. New ones don't have it. This is so janky. You know, at least this kinda is working significantly less horribly than before. As long as I can Twilight Gaze then Wheel of Death, which works very well because Twilight Gaze also is infinite, things are working just fine. Oh, I almost died there. Why did I almost die there? Did I waste a turn by accident? I think I did. Okay. Still better than before. Yeah, this time I didn't use a million mana potions to do this. So, no complaints in that department. And I have it's not like that really hurt me the way that it did before. Kind of bad. I will attribute that to the level layout, but it could have been so much worse. I wish that Twilight Gaze was a buff that you apply to yourself instead of a debuff that you apply to all the enemies. I got freaked out a bit at the beginning because I was casting Wheel of Death and I was not killing anything. And I was like, why do I not have buffs? But yeah, okay. Okay, things eventually turned out alright. Do you guys think that this is important? The resistance debuff? Nah, it's not important. Get both? Both the buffs? That's not... you mean duration and resistance debuff? I would only get resistance debuff and like realistically. Duration doesn't do a lot. Like things are dying before the duration wears off. Important for dark things with over 100 HP. Okay, you make a good point. I'll get resistance debuff. Yeah, duration doesn't do a lot, but resistance debuff does do something, now that you mentioned the thing about dark things with over 100 HP. I don't know what else to get. I could also get the thing that switches the polarity of the resistances. Dark resistances swap with Holy. For Mordred, maybe. But it is so expensive, it's level 4 for no good reason. Also, I was thinking of getting Sorcery, Arch Sorcerer. Arch Sorcerer gives me more charges on Wheel of Death and gives me more charges on Teleport. I think it's 2 charges, so it is very, very reasonable because of that. Yeah, 2 charges on Teleport, 2 charges on Wheel of Death, 2 charges on Holy Fire for all that's worth. Holy to Dark, and demons usually have both. Nah, that's not true. Demons don't usually have both. There's some, like, demons don't have Holy. In fact, demons have weakness to Holy. I think if anything, it would make them resistant to Holy, like very, very resistant to Holy, and it would make them very, very weak to Dark. Let's take this Fiend, for example. It has minus 100 resistance to Holy, and 100 resistance to Dark. So if we use that Essence Flux thing, it's called Essence Flux, right? Or like whatever it is. It would be minus 100 resistant to Dark and 100 resistant to Holy, if I understand things properly. I think that's how it works. Anyway, I don't want to go there. Yeah, that's a bad level to go to. This also is a pretty bad level to go to. Ice Drakes will get frozen, Orb of Corruption. And let's see what we got here. Bone Shamblers, hopefully it's open. It's not quite open, but it is doable. Yeah, we can kill everything that is not the Bone Shamblers, and then we can just deal with the Bone Shamblers in an epic combat like we have already done before. It seems fine. It seems not perfectly doable, but doable. The thing is landing in a spot that doesn't instantly freeze me. I guess it's okay because I have Word of Chaos and I'll use that. You're thinking like the Riders and Fallen Angels and the harder mobs. Oh yeah, those do have that. I was also thinking about those, but it's not that much of a big issue. I just have to avoid them, and those are pretty rare. Like, fortunately, the Phoenix, which is something that qualifies as a high-level moth, is weak to Dark. It's like the only one that's weak to Dark. Okay, let's go. Immediately Word of Chaos, and then Wheel of Death, and then Wheel of Death. Okay, didn't kill everything, and we have how much charges? 14? Man, kinda rough. I don't have teleport, and I don't have teleporters. That could be kinda bad. I could get Stone Shield here to make myself immune to the Petrify, and just continue doing my thing. I'll do that, Stone Shield. Stopwatches. Yeah, but Stone Shield is cheaper than the stopwatches. I have 3 stopwatches. I would like to save those for later, for Mordred. Or as Will Tarquin would say, what if I need them outside of the dungeon? Okay, more Wheel of Death. Okay. The Void Phoenix should die next turn. Take a little bit of damage, it's fine. The only things alive are Odin and the Bone Shamblers, which is exactly what I wanted to see earlier. Okay, I guess we position ourselves in such a way that we can see the most enemies. I want to see Odin. Get over here, Odin, so I can Twilight Gaze you. Okay, Twilight Gaze. I'm getting pretty roughed up by Odin. Gotta heal to not die. Still affected by Twilight Gaze. Yeah, you gotta wait for the Stone Shield to wear off. The Shamblers are wondering because they can't hurt me. That is exactly what's happening. But I cannot wait because I have Odin right here. Gotta kill Odin. Somehow Odin is not taking crazy damage. Like, oh, I know why, because it's not hitting Odin. Unlucky then. Do I have Energy Shield? I don't. Would be nice to have it. Okay. Odin is getting hit, but... oh no, it did deal damage to Odin. Like, it dealt real damage. Okay, you hit for melee for 29. Kinda scary. Kinda scary, not gonna lie. Please die. No? Okay. I could teleport away. I could teleport over here. Or maybe over here. Time to teleport in the opposite direction. Okay, I would like to hold this specific tile, or like I guess this room, because it sees it sees almost everything for Twilight Gaze purposes. This is painful. It's not as bad as it could be, but it's pretty bad regardless. Getting teleport was absolutely the right thing to do. I don't know how this would be if I didn't have teleport. Okay, I'm gonna heal again. Word of Chaos? Word of Chaos. Okay, we're almost done. Oh, significantly less painful than the last attempt. Yeah, or rather significantly less painful than the original attempt at dealing with Bone Shamblers. It's still pretty bad. It didn't help matters a lot that I also had to deal with Odin at the same time. And this Soul Harvest also refunds Gaze. Yeah, so I can alternate between Gaze and Wheel. That is the hidden thing that's actually saving this run. If I couldn't do that, the run would be absolutely lost already. What else do I get? What else do I get? I don't think that I need to worry about debuffing Mordred, because other than removing the resistance to dark, I suppose, piercing through the shield might be an issue. Mordred does have 7 shield. Yeah. I think it's pretty lame that Wheel of Death only deals one instance of damage. There's stronger effects that deal crazy stuff like this, or that do crazy stuff like this, that deal multiple instances of damage. That makes them pretty good to deal with monsters like that. Okay, immune to dark, and immune to dark. Who would have guessed? At this point, I don't think that we can expect to see levels that are not consistent of monsters that are completely immune to dark, which kind of hurts. Not gonna lie. In this kind of occasion, it would be great if Prince of Ruin dealt or like triggered from dark damage, or if Wheel of Death, or like if Dark had a redeal or something, it would be nice. But no such things exist. Maybe Word of Beauty, now that I think about it. Here's my reasoning for Word of Beauty. Not only does it heal me to full HP, I also already have a skill that refunds me a charge of Word of Beauty every time I enter a level. It also kills the Bone Shamblers. It doesn't kill them for good, but it removes like one level of life that they have left. So after a certain point, I can just Word of Beauty to clear like one level of them, and then like maybe Mana Potion Word of Beauty again or something along those lines. Almost worth grabbing Flame Burst and Melt upgrade. Maybe. Oh man. Yeah, I'm only thinking about it because this level has a couple, and by a couple I mean a lot of Bone Shambler Megaliths. Oh man, this is being so difficult. Yeah, it makes me regret going for Dark. Like, it was fun until it stopped being fun. And the moment that it stopped being fun was the moment that I saw the first Bone Shambler. This build is we have Heaven's Wrath at home. Yeah, Heaven's Wrath would be better. Just because there's no monster that is immune to both Holy and Fire. Or, well, I guess there's one. I also had issues with was it Odin in the other in the previous run? I just did a run with Heaven's Wrath. Funny thing that you mentioned it. You're feeling it for line of sight on the Twilight, but it's so expensive. It is quite expensive, and at that point, why do I not just go Fire? And yeah, with Heaven's Wrath this would be better. But Heaven's Wrath is not infinite. Heaven's Wrath does not go infinite. This does go infinite. That is a big point in favor of Wheel of Death, to be completely honest. Flame Burst and Melting Flame costs 4, so I need 7, unless I have a Sorcery Circle somewhere around here. It is a nice circle. Man, this is gonna be painful no matter how I do it. Because I am trying to do a level that's full of immune to dark monsters with a dark spell. Even the Lamasu are resistant. What are dark skill options I have? Not a lot. Like, let's see. Void Spikes require summons. Whenever you or one of your arcane or undead allies take damage from an enemy, we don't do that. Dark spells and skills gain 3 charges, 6 minion damage, 6 damage. We don't do that. Or we don't need that. We do deal damage, but we don't need that. Whenever one of your minions, we don't have minions. Each turn all frozen enemies take 7 dark damage. We don't freeze enemies. Begin the level with summons. We don't need that. We get damage for dead minions. We don't need that. Whenever I cast my dark spell, a dark spell, if my next spell is a holy spell of a lower level, that spell's cost is refunded. Twilight Gaze is a holy spell level 6, so it would work with Holy Fire, Twilight Gaze Holy Fire, but we don't need that. Like, we have Soul Harvest, so we don't need that. Collected Agony, nope. Acid Fumes, nope. Oh, Holy Alliance, nope. Minions, Mega Venom, nope. Hungry Death, nope. Minions, yep. All the skills are pretty worthless. Disruptors with the game about to end. I do have 3 disruptors, and if I think that that's the moment to use a disruptor. Razor Shrine. Ooh, I think that I know how I'm gonna beat the game. Okay, what if I get Silver Spear with Razor Shrine? Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Silver Spear with Razor Shrine. I really want to go there. What I don't like is the level being so cramped. so rough. This is the kind of level that would be pretty good to be in if it wasn't not full, but like if it didn't have a sizable amount of monsters that are just straight up immune to dark. There's gotta be another way to do this. Like there's gotta be something else that I can get. But we already checked out all the dark skills, and the dark skills don't do anything for me. Oh man, this is so painful. This level isn't that resistant to dark. Only the fiends. The fiends are immune. There's 4 fiends. This guy is not even immune, it's resistant. These guys are very resistant and have a ton of HP, which actually is kind of an issue. Because they're also, well, they're immune to fire and they're resistant, very resistant to dark and holy. That is an issue. But these are the only things. The fiends are immune, and everything else just dies. So I guess I could go with hiding in a corner and killing everything that is not the fiends. Ideally also the titans. I don't know how well that's gonna go, but ideally also the titans. Whenever a non-undead unit dies, raise that unit as a skeleton. Okay, I don't want to go to this level anymore. That's a lot of skeleton spam. Oh man, what do we have here? Draco Liches. It's an open level at least. Okay, this is actually a really good level. Yeah, now that I think about it, this is a great level. Go in, Word of Chaos, Twilight Gaze, and then I just spam Wheel of Death until everything dies. Sounds like a plan to me. Yeah, this is probably the way to go. That's probably the level. Let's see which one. Oh no, definitely not. Wait a second. Oh no, I saw the Orc King and I didn't recognize it as something that I have already killed, but okay. Oh, Ghostly Lamassu! Oh, I need to go to this level, because that's one of the few monsters that I haven't killed before. I had never even seen Ghostly Lamassu before. I've seen Gilded Lamassu and I've seen normal Lamassu, but Ghostly Lamassu never. Okay, this is the level that we go to then. Okay. Word of Chaos. Twilight Gaze. Hits the entirety of the level. You love to see it. Now we Wheel of Death. Okay, the only thing that is not dead is Minos, and Minos is about to die. Man! Oh, it's so satisfying when you can do this kind of thing. And to levels that have monsters that are completely immune to dark too. Twilight Gaze has been extremely helpful here. This wouldn't be possible without Twilight Gaze. But as I already said before, like, the stars need to align in order for this to feel strong. I can get the feeling that I'm getting right now with different builds. Like, what if I just got Heaven's Wrath? Like, not even joking. I have a Holy Shrine here. I can get Heaven's Wrath with crazy upgrades, and I have 14 orbs as well, so I can actually do it. The downside is that I don't have all the lightning skills and all the holy skills and all the sorceries. But I can get 5, 7, 9, and then I have 5 left. Next level we have 8. We could get Lightning Lord or Arch Sorcerer. Arch Sorcerer sounds pretty good. Maybe I do that. Hypocrisy, then my spells can refund Wheel and Wrath. Can Hypocrisy recharge Wheel? Because of a lower level, so no, it can't. Twilight Gaze is level 6, and Heaven's Wrath is also level 6, so it wouldn't be recharged. I would need a level 7 Dark Spell, which I don't have. So I don't think Hypocrisy works. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna give up and get Heaven's Wrath with calling and damage. And then next level we get Sorcerer, Arch Sorcerer, so this deals slightly more damage. It's not gonna go infinite, it's gonna cost me a good chunk of mana, but I guess that's the perk of going for something that uses Soul Harvest. You're not actually gonna use that many mana potions. Okay, another mostly open level. It's not entirely open, which is kind of a shame. I'm also gonna be using Word of Chaos immediately upon entering, which who knows how that's gonna be, how that's gonna go. These little tiles in the level kind of ruin everything, though this does look kind of funny. I cannot stop doing it. Okay, I gotta stop. I don't know if I actually want to go there. The alternative is this horrendous level, which I definitely don't want to go there. I guess that we land here, somewhere in the middle, and hope that things work, or somewhere where I can see the most amount of tiles. Usually you would want to see the least amount of tiles, but in this occasion I want to see everything that there is to see. It's gotta be something around... yeah, it's gotta be this specific tile, right? Okay, I'm gonna start here. Now Word of Chaos. Okay, how many monsters do I see? Everything? Wow, I see everything except for 2 monsters. That's so lucky. Okay, now I shall gaze upon my domain. You're right. Okay, these guys come off from the stun next turn. I'm gonna use a stopwatch. Okay, it's fine. They're resistant to dark, but it's not an issue. Twilight Gaze again. And there we go. It really helped that I saw everything that was immune. Like, everything that was immune landed within my line of sight. So lucky. Okay, I have to say that this feels like a challenge run. It feels like an absurdly strong challenge run, but when it feels bad, it feels pretty bad. That's just how it is. Okay, I did say that I was thinking of getting... I'm gonna use some mana potion, perhaps, before going in, so that I get back my teleport charge. And I said that I wanted Arch Sorcerer, which is gonna help for teleport. Now it has 5 charges. Do I re-roll this? Because it's too close. I would like it to be a bit more open. Not that it matters anyway, because Mordred is gonna re-roll immediately. I also said that I wanted something to get rid of Mordred's shields. I'm gonna re-roll. Let's see if I get a good way to get rid of a level where I can land on top of experience to get Chaos Barrage, because Chaos Barrage is a really good spell to get rid of Mordred's shields, and then I just do my stuff. Yeah, we're already at the Mordred fight. This is it. We went through very quickly until we started seeing Dark Immune monsters, and then that's when things got really rough. So that's why it went by so quickly. In Crawl, you're trying to play Demon Spawn Chaos Knight. Any advice, or is Chaos Knight all RNG? Sword's dexterity is very good, and maybe abandon some for a better god as soon as you can. Worshipping some and abandoning some are pretty much the same thing. On average, abandoning some is slightly worse, but you do compensate for it with having another god that will actively, help you not die. Okay, I was gonna reroll. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, that's great. That's perfect. Yeah, there we go. That's awesome. As I said before going in to a mana potion, yeah, for the teleport. Okay, we're gonna landing here. We're gonna learn Chaos Barrage, which we're not gonna use to kill Mordred. We're only gonna use it to get rid of Mordred's shields. I kind of want to Word of Chaos immediately, but I think the correct thing to do is a stopwatch. Actually, we stopwatch so that Mordred does not move from where it is right now. We get rid of Mordred's shields. We use Twilight Gaze, and then we use Wheel of Death. And Mordred dies. I can get away with using a Nether Dagger right now, but the issue is the 7 shields. I need to get rid of the 7 shields before I can kill Mordred with Wheel of Death. I'm going to use Ether Dagger. Okay. Kind of dangerous level with the Glass Cockatrices. It can petrify me instantly. I think that I am better off blinking away from that. Abandon some, you didn't even consider that? Yeah, that's something like I haven't done the God overview for some, but in the God overview for some, I'm gonna say throughout all these God overviews, I've been telling you to not abandon a God. Do abandon some, because yeah, some is kind of one of the other gods that you're kind of meant to abandon. Ru does not punish you for abandonment, so you can abandon Ru if your first set of sacrifices is pretty horrendous. And just go a different god. You can abandon the good gods without getting penalized unless you go for an evil god, and in case of Sin, a chaotic god. You can abandon Ignis beyond a certain point because the rat is not even that bad, and you can abandon Some because, well, it's pretty much the same as worshipping Some. Some is unfortunately not a real god. Some is Chaos. Some is if like Twitch chat was a god in Crawl, pretty much. Just an endless force of chaos. Okay, what if I go for Word of Chaos here? Mordred is over there. And now I can teleport and just bop Mordred with Chaos Barrage. Wheel of Death. Okay, my Chaos Barrage does not have enough range, barely. You're gonna do your thing, and then I'm gonna teleport next to you, and I'm gonna get rid of your shields. And you don't have your resistances. Huh, that's nice. I thought that the resistances of Mordred were gonna come back when I used the Ether Dagger to get rid of them. It's nice that they didn't. Okay. How long until you summon more stuff? We are kinda destroying Mordred. I don't know if you have already realized, but we are kinda destroying Mordred super badly. That's kinda scary. But we don't care about the things surrounding me. I could even use a Stone Shield to make it so that they don't hurt me, but they don't matter. Do you do that every turn? Oh, you do. Oh, you could blink me into Mordred. I don't have an energy shield, but you're no longer affected by clarity, so I can afford to stun you again with a stopwatch. Yep, we're gonna use everything right now. Okay, goodbye shields. Now goodbye Mordred. Last, no, two more lives to go. Let's get rid of the shields. Very lucky that Mordred landed close enough for me to be able to do this. I have Word of Chaos. Oh! When Mordred shuffles, I get back Word of Chaos because of Last Word. Whenever you finish a level. Huh. Okay. Weird thing, but I'm not gonna complain. Word of Chaos. And then we just... Okay, the level has a Butterfly Demon, which is immune, but it only has one, and I can see it. It also has a Fiend, a couple of Fiends. Okay, that's kind of nasty, but it's only 3 fiends that I can see. We can probably go for Twilight Gaze. Wheel of Death. We still have a lot of charges, so Wheel of Death. 3, well, it's gonna get higher than that. Okay, Mordred's dead. Last life for Mordred. We're gonna go for Chaos Barrage here. Oh, come on, what's up with this? What kind of robbery is this? You're gonna do Boys Tango, I'm just gonna... Oh, everything that I could kill is already dead. Okay, in that case, I guess I'm just gonna... I could use Earthquake Orb, or I could use Mana Potion to regen my Ward of Chaos in case I need it. I could also get Stone Shield so that I do not get petrified by the Iron Fiend's Iron Gaze. That sounds like a good idea. Okay. Now we Earthquake Orb. Okay. I sure wish that I had... Oh, a max range Chaos Barrage, let's go. Okay, goodbye Mordred Shields. We're almost done. This was surprisingly easy for how difficult the levels with the Bone Shamblers were. I have no idea. After playing so much Rift Wizard, Kroll's line of sight seems ridiculously lenient. Yes, it really is like that. I agree, absolutely. I ended up getting Heaven's Wrath with some upgrades even, and I didn't really use it. Yeah, I didn't really use it, nor I think I needed to get it. I should have gotten it way earlier. That's what needed to happen. I should have gotten it way earlier. I also should have gotten a different spell for the Bone Shamblers. Maybe I should have gotten Flame Burst. That was the perfect opportunity to get Flame Burst, and then I could get the Melting Walls upgrade for Flame Burst. Heaven's Wrath is okay. Yeah, Heaven's Wrath is definitely fine, but... oh yeah, I guess I could use it to kill the Fiends. Okay, let's actually do that. Okay, goodbye Fiends. And now goodbye Mordred. Oh man. Chain Lightning would have worked as well, bounces around walls. Yeah, there were many spells that I could have gotten, but it was a very difficult situation. Bone Shamblers are awful for this kind of thing. I think Bone Shamblers are the ultimate bad thing to see when you're trying to do something like this. Other than Bone Shamblers, most other things were manageable, but Bone Shamblers were a bunch of monsters that were completely immune to my main way of dealing damage that split into smaller monsters that were also immune, even if I had gotten rid of the immunity. So, yeah, Bone Shamblers, no, absolutely no. We're not doing Bone Shamblers. Other things, worth considering, not as bad as Bone Shamblers at least. Yeah, even Mordred was pretty easy. I didn't have to use Heaven's Wrath. I only used it at the end for the Fiends. I didn't even need to do it, but yeah, it was good. Alrighty. You know, today we achieved a good amount of stuff on Rift Wizard. I played a good old Lightning build, and then I played a good old Wheel of Death build, and I was able to win the two of them. So those things will go to YouTube, obviously, because I wanted to play Rift Wizard to make things to put on YouTube. Yeah, Rift Wizard is a great game. I enjoy it a lot. I hope that you also enjoy watching Rift Wizard and playing it yourselves. It is this is a level where I used an Earthquake Orb on. Oh yeah, because of these things. This is the level that changed the build. This level changed my outlook on the build. Do I like doing limited spellbook? I don't really do it a lot. Oh, I'm going backwards. I don't really do it a lot. I have won it, but I don't really do it a lot. I like to play with everything because I want to. I don't have that much time on Rift Wizard. Like I have what 300 hours. It's not really that much time considering how many thousands of hours I have on Crawl. Yeah, I have 294.5 hours in Rift Wizard. So yeah, I still have not seen all. I bet that playing limited spellbook would help with that. From these challenges, I have yet to do a couple of them. I have 5 to go. They're pretty difficult. The 5 that I haven't beaten yet. This one was pretty easy. I did it in my first try. Would you be into a steep run? What is a steep run? Limited spellbook means a random 85% of the spellbook is removed. How difficult is Wolfer? It seems like you'll hit a severe mana crunch. It is it's a summon build. The best way to do it is to get poison. Like you get the poison skills for the wolf so that the wolves spit poison. You get the skill, like the very, very overpriced upgrade to wolf that summons 4 wolves with 2 charges. And like it helps a lot for you to not run out of mana. It's not that bad. A stipulation run must follow a rule. In Rift Wizard, I guess that I am more open to trying that kind of thing in Rift Wizard than I would be in Crawl. I feel like in Crawl it would just make me pretty mad at the limitations of the stipulation. The game is already very unforgiving. But in Rift Wizard, I feel like if I play well, I'm able to overcome many challenges. Like, for example, right now, winning with my main spell being a dark spell, like that was a pretty decent challenge, and I was still able to beat it. So yeah, I'm open to considering it. The good ones are fun, not just hard. Like a run where you try to make Chaos Chimera work. You get some runs with only spells you never used before. Oh man, that sounds difficult. I've not used all spells, definitely not. Ideal, like a while ago I had the objective of winning a run with every spell, but I don't know if that kind of thing is actually possible for me, because there's a bunch of spells that do stuff that I don't particularly care about, like pretty much all of the summon spells. And Blink, always take Blink. Yeah, Blink is very important, very good. Must take every shrine 2 skips. That sounds interesting, because it means get spells to get the shrines. I am open to trying that eventually. Not today. Today there's not enough time for me to start another run. But I'll come back tomorrow, where we will play more Rift Wizard. I think that on Thursday and Friday I play Path of Akra, because I still want to play more of that. Man, that game has so much. That game is pretty enjoyable. Like, enjoyable enough for me to want to continue playing it on stream. Levels of enjoyable. And then next week I start playing Crawl again. Like, I'm just giving it some time for the trunk changes to start happening, you know. After every tournament there's just a bunch of changes that just pour down into trunk, like, but I haven't seen anything too exciting or interesting that would make me immediately want to start a Crawl run. So I'm just waiting for that kind of thing, and I expect that by next week we will have something like that, because that's usually how the Crawl development cycle works right after a tournament. Some runs make you sad, yeah. Yeah, they're not that exciting. Anyway, Bestiary. We have 486 of 498. I know that this is Lanky Goblin. Lanky Goblin is one of the rarest things that you can see in the game. This is obviously an imp, but I don't know what kind of imp it is. Let's see, I have it right here. Krilt, Fire Imp King. I have never seen the Fire Imp King. Didn't even know that there was a Fire Imp King. But anyway, the important thing today is that we got the Ghostly Lamassu. I haven't gotten this. So now there's 2 Lamassu that I haven't gotten for the Bestiary yet. the Golden Lamasu, which in my very first run, in case you want to ever see it, it's on YouTube. I won in my first attempt. In my very first run, I got Golden Lamasus, and I almost died to Golden Lamasus because I wasn't able to deal damage to them beyond what they were healing. So I had to skip the level with a portal key, which fortunately I did have a portal key. Yeah, that was pretty rough. And then there's the other one, the Greater Lamasu, which I have never seen. So yeah. There's also a, something there that I am missing. Sexku, Boith King. Yeah, I guess the Boith King goes here. Haven't seen that one. Bogart Assassin. I've gotten the Bogart Assassin already. Yeah, the list that I have is a bit outdated. Ever since I received this list, I have already gotten some monsters. Yeah, so yeah. The bestiary in Griff Wizard is not really designed to be completed because there's some really, really rare monsters like the Lanky Goblin. The way that they generate is that, like, if the game was going to place a normal goblin, it has a chance to place one of the variations of the goblin, and the Lanky Goblin is a very, very uncommon variation of the goblin. So like it has a much better chance of placing any of these goblins than it has a chance to place a Lanky Goblin. So that's why I don't have it. It's very difficult to get the monsters that I haven't gotten, pretty much. But I still believe in eventually getting them. If I play for long enough, it will be completed. I would like to see a feature in Rift Wizard 2 that points you at the monsters that you haven't seen in the bestiary. That's something that I've mentioned before every time that I talk about the bestiary. Yeah, there's just so many ideas for quality of life upgrades for Rift Wizard 2. Funnily enough, when it comes to gameplay, I think that the game is almost perfect in terms of gameplay. There's probably things to upgrade, but nothing that I can think of. I really, really like it when it comes to gameplay. I especially like how there's no variance or randomness. Like, you know what's gonna happen, and because you know what's gonna happen, it's up to you to win or lose. I love it when games are like that. Like, it's so enjoyable, and it feels rewarding when you do win. You wish there was a roguelike mode? Well, this is already a roguelike. You know, turn-based, tile-based, no meta progression, permanent death, random content. It is a roguelike by the definition of what a roguelike is. It does shed away a lot of the aspects of other old-time roguelikes, like inventory and finding new stuff and stuff like that. But I'm okay with that. It still fulfills the roguelike itch, you know? But yeah, it would be nice if you had a set of spells to begin with, and every time you enter the level, you got a new spell. So kind of like limited spellbook, but the spells were part of the reward of going into the level. I think that would be a pretty interesting mode. Like, you would be like, oh, this level is awful, but it has that spell, and if I get that spell, my run is over. Like, I win with that spell. So I want to go into that level, which is awful, but I'm probably gonna be able to do well if I survive it. Like, that kind of thing. I think that would be a pretty interesting thing to see as an alternate mode in Rift Wizard 2. If it happens, I would be very happy. If it doesn't happen, I guess it's okay. But that's about it. Draft 1 of 3 spells per level. Still need SP to buy. Yeah, like, so you can have access to the spell. It's like finding a booking crawl. Anyway, yeah, that's gonna be it for me tonight. Hello, Railbird. I see that you won the final ever winning character in the tournament. Did you know that your character that you won like minutes before the tournament ended was the last character that anyone won in the tournament? In case you didn't know, now you know. So yeah. The note also said that it took you 4 days to win that character. Anyway, yep, that's it for me tonight. Let's see if someone is streaming Crawl or Rift Wizard. Ideally Rift Wizard.